Hi, this is Robert Radcliffe and welcome back to the blog. I just had two realtors from out of state that came to visit me to see my operation here, meet my staff and group, etc. And we were in conversation and they'd asked me, how many homes does the average realtor here sell? And I gave them the number and they were jaw-dropped, struck, couldn't believe what I said. And they said, wait a second, did you just say less than one home per year the average realtor here in this community sells? And I said, yeah, less than a home a year. We have approximately 2,000 realtors servicing the areas that I work, and that being, of course, Pacific Palisades, Brentwood, Santa Monica, and Malibu. And if you run the numbers, that's less than a home a year being sold. And they were startled, which is, by the way, which kind of led to this video blog and the topic, that a lot of the community, a lot of people in the community hire their agent strictly based on just knowing them. And I have call after call after call with people that will say to me that they're hiring someone to sell their house or to represent them in purchasing a home because they're either a friend or a friend of the family, or the person lives on their street. There's a number of reasons of that connection. And the reality is this, and I say this over and over and over to people, which it's true. I mean, you wouldn't be a California resident. You definitely wouldn't be a resident here on the West Side. I think the minimum criteria is you know at least 6 different realtors. And everyone knows a realtor. So the decision I hope that the public makes is, when choosing a realtor to work with, to choose that agent based on qualifications. You know, I know it could be a bit challenging to not choose maybe your good friend or someone that lives on your street, or even worse, sometimes a family member. But I think it's even going to be worse if you find yourself into a real estate transaction that goes haywire, which they can happen. They can go sideways on people, and to be led by an agent that doesn't know what they're doing and or doesn't sell that many homes per year is going to sever that relationship that you'll have with them forever. You know, and what I mention to so many people when speaking with them and say, hey, if this person is truly a good friend, I'm assuming they only have your best interest in mind, and they'll understand if you choose an agent based on qualifications, not just based on knowing somebody. You know, I'm also very, very aware, and was especially aware before getting in this business, that real estate agents, I know some of you are going to be shocked, real estate community and agents don't have the best of reputations. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of the reason is, and I hate to say this, don't be offended, but a lot has to do with the fact that the public chooses realtors without knowing really anything about their qualifications. And then they're shocked that they went bad, and only to find out that, wow, the real estate agent that you're working with sells a home or 2 a year. So I'm not meaning to present any of this in any condescending manner, because all the realtors, well, let me rephrase that, 99.9% of the realtors are all friends of mine in this community, and they're great people. We're blessed to have such a wonderful community that we live in. But, you know, and unfortunately, this actually just triggered in my mind. My own mother got a real estate license years ago, and I remember her telling me about her transactions, or almost transactions, and me thinking, oh my God, Mom, you're a walking lawsuit. You are creating so many problems for your client right now. Are they aware of A, B, and C? Are they aware of this? Are they aware of that? Do they know these disclosures? And her answers were no, 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 no. Innocently, she didn't know better. And I fortunately talked her out of staying in the business, because she truly was, and God love her, she's my mom, but she was a walking lawsuit. So with that said, I hope out of this long babbling message that you absolutely get the message. Don't choose a realtor just because you know them, just because they're a friend of yours, just because they're a family member. Choose your real estate agent strictly based on their qualifications. In fact, this blog, this message right now, could very well be my most important one that I ever present. I hope you'll take that in consideration, and obviously I hope you'll consider the Radcliffe Group with any real estate services that you need. Thanks so much.